have some time to talk about some other things going on here at Fisk University. But based on the questions that I received and the interest you have expressed, I decided today we would only talk about gymnastics.
Good.
But just so you know, a little later, you will probably be receiving our Fisk Forever newsletter that does kind of highlight some other activities that are going on here at the
So, ma'am,
institution.
we don't care about that.
And at the same time, I definitely have plans to keep with our regular scheduled webinar that is set up to take place, I think a little later in July. But first, I want to thank all of you, each and every one of you, for your questions, your posts, your interest in understanding the decision behind terminating the Fisk University gymnastics program in May of 2026. I want to start by saying this has not been an easy decision.
Right.
There's a lot of due diligence that went into
No,
this.
there wasn't, ma'am.
And at the forefront of every conversation about our gymnastics program have been our student athletes. We must remember that these are student athletes, and the role of myself and the university's leadership is to always prioritize the experience for the Fisk student, all of our Fisk students, and particularly in this particular conversation, those of our students who are athletes. Now let's talk gymnastics. It was with great fanfare when Fisk University announced the first HBCU women's gymnastics program 3 years ago. While I was not here at Fisk, I saw all of the media that surrounded this exciting announcement. The hallmark of that decision also included having one of the most competitive national gymnasts in the country deciding to come here and compete at Fisk and serving sort of as an anchor to this program. When my tenure at Fisk began around mid-year of the team's second year, as the decisions about the gymnastics program to be here at Fisk had already happened. But as many of you have said, and I agree, Fisk University did get a lot of attention and press about being the first. It brought attention to Fisk and to Black female gymnasts. It was for all of the reasons most of you shared that made this decision about our program extremely difficult.
Michaela, can you mute yourself?
The announcement 3 years ago garnered a ton of media attention and visibility for Fisk that will never go away. But several key factors that are still true today are incorporated into the due diligence that resulted in this difficult decision. This has not and has to be discussed as they are related to the importance of continuing to create an environment that will allow these student gymnasts to compete at a national level. Gymnastics is a very unique experience in collegiate level sports, and it does require that these student athletes have available to them some very basic tools as a resource to be a part of the Fisk University gymnastics team. So I'm going to walk you through several of those basic tools and why they exist, and in many cases here at Fisk don't exist. So let's start with Fisk is in the NAIA HBCU Athletic Conference. That is the athletic conference that we as an institution compete in. And let me break that down. NAIA, or the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, is the governing body for a small college athletics program. It is an organization focused on character-driven intercollegiate athletics, providing opportunities for student athletes to compete and earn
Yes,
financial
Nisha, this is
aid
live.
while
This is the president
balancing
of FISK speaking
academics
to
and
people, the people.
athletics. Fisk is one of 237 NAIA institutions. These 232 schools offer athletic programs and scholarship programs for student athletes that's kind of focused on a well-rounded educational experience. They offer programs and scholarships for our student athletes. And under the NIA is where FISC comes into play. We are a member of the HBCUAC. That's the HBCU Athletic Conference. So you have the NAIA, then you have the HBCU Athletic Conference. This is the conference that FISC competes in as a part of the NAIA, not the NCAA, but the NAIA, which has 237 schools. In the HBCUAC Athletic Conference, that conference does not have gymnastics. Now, I'm going to speak to why that's important in a minute. But FISC participation as a member of the HBCUAC is in a conference that does not have gymnastics. It didn't the date the sport was announced here at Fisk University, and it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. By having gymnastics in the HBCUAC, the conference would be a part of providing those annually, regularly scheduled opportunities for all of our athletes to compete.
Cop out. This is a cop
Today,
out.
because the HBCUAC does not have gymnastics, this does not provide Fisk University and our gymnasts the opportunity to have a regularly scheduled routine of competition of 6 to 8 competitive events. Why does it have to be 6 to 8 events? Well, for the Fisk gymnasts to compete at the national level, any organizations that host national level gymnastics events, the gymnasts must first compete in at least 6 to 8 collegiate level events. These competitions will not qualify the Fisk University gymnastics team to compete because we are not a conference sport. But what it does allow for is that
Who's she talking around in
who do
circles to
well
get
in these
to
6
the
to
point
8
of
events, they
I'm
can
so
be
annoyed.
invited and
Like, land the
compete
plane,
at the
lady.
national level. Not the team, but some of the gymnasts.
They can
It
qualify a
is
team
important for
to
me
the
to share once
NAGI, whatever the
again,
fuck conference, national.
that the HBCUAC has no plans to add gymnastics as a conference sport.
This is a cop out.
With that, it becomes the onerous effort of FISC to seek out and secure annually 6 to 8 schools who will welcome us
And they did.
to compete.
They did.
Even here at home in the state of Tennessee, which would be a natural place to find a few competitive events, there are no gymnastics programs at the collegiate level.
Cop out. Cop out.
There isn't a single other university or college or institution of higher learning in the state of Tennessee that has a gymnastics program.
This is a cop out.
And with the absence of no collegiate level gymnastics right here in the state, that's why I'm sure you've wondered, why is it that the team is always competing in places that are not commonly known and nor nearby? Well, it's because we have to go find those schools and see
they've
if they will allow
welcomed you
us
with
to come
open
join
arms.
them
Like, what are you
and
talking about,
compete
lady?
in events.
even if they had to
We
compete
must do
against
that
other
with 6 to 8
HBCUs
schools,
other than Tennessee
none of
State,
which
there's
are here
not
in the
another
state of Tennessee
HBCU
because the
anywhere
state
near them. So
doesn't
they still
have
would have
any
to
other
travel
collegiate level
to compete.
gymnastics programs.
This is a cop
So the
out.
non-conference status of the gymnastics program is why you see the team in places around the country and oftentimes in rather remote areas.
What are you
So
talking
the
about, lady?
2025 season for our
Corvallis
gymnasts
is not remote.
ended at Oregon State University. I regret that all of you on this call were not available to join me as I sat there and watched these gymnasts compete against
raise my
OSU
hand.
and Corvallis, Oregon.
Corvallis is not
I
remote.
have to tell you, it was quite the experience, one, getting to Carvallis, but to see an arena on a Friday night that is always at capacity to come and watch
I'm enraged.
gymnastics. It was indeed the sight. These far away and yes, remote opportunities exist because the coaches are on the phone seeking and trying to secure invitations to compete in 6 to 8 events that will allow the gymnasts as individuals to
Everybody
qualify
like and
and
share
compete
this
at the
live. This is a
national
very
level
important thing. This is what the
because
show is
this
supposed to be
is a
about. We didn't expect this.
non-conference
This is
sport.
an emergency thing.
At
So
the national levels, because we're a
we're
non-conference
gonna talk
sport,
about it after she gets her
only a
thing.
few of our
Everybody
individuals
take
get a
notes,
chance to
like
go
and
and
share.
compete.
We got some things to talk about.
This spring, which was 2025, for the 16th gymnasts were able to compete in the final national meet. And I have to tell you, it was good news. At this year's 2025 Women's Collegiate Gymnastics National Invitational Championships, our student athlete and gymnast Morgan Price swept all around titles again.
You don't even know what all around
Price,
means.
who has been a stellar athlete
You don't even know what it
and
means.
committed student, shared with us earlier in the year that she is transferring to a D1 school and we will continue to celebrate remaining senior Aaliyah Reed Harmon, who is a
Hammond!
senior and has also competed in the WCG NIC this past spring. But in May of 2026, Fisk has 5 additional gymnasts who will be joining Ms. Reed Harmon as they prepare for
Hammond,
graduation.
oh my God. It's her last
This
name.
past May, we had 6 gymnasts graduate. And we will be forever grateful to these student athletes as they have demonstrated a commitment to their sport and a commitment to Fisk. So I've been talking a lot about our conference. I've talked about the NAIA and the HBCUAC, the impact it has on providing competition for our student gymnasts. But now I'm going to shift a little bit and talk about another critical factor that feeds into the sustainability of any collegiate level gymnastics program. So for Fisk to recruit and maintain a competitive level program, we must also appeal to nationally competitive gymnasts. In other words, right out of middle school and then high school,
No, you,
coming to
oh my
Fisk
God.
for the next stage of their career. Now, let's remember, we're not in conference, so we're already having to seek invitations for programs for other student athletes to come
This
here.
is a cop out.
We must also recruit competitive level gymnasts.
This is a fucking cop out.
This is very complicated
I just listen to this lady.
I don't
because
want to
Fisk
anymore.
does not have a
Listen to this lady.
gymnastics training facility.
Just remember what I've been telling you behind the
Not
scenes.
only are
Listen to
gymnasts
what she's
accustomed
saying.
to gymnastics training
This is
facilities,
bigger than what's going on
which
here. Just
as a
listen to what she's saying.
standalone, these are very
I hear her what
unique
she's saying. It's just a cop out.
and come with a very
No,
specific
you
level
hear the
of
words she's
design,
saying.
equipment,
Listen to the tone of what she's saying
teams
about
of
what our
trainers
HBCUs feel
to
about
ensure the
gymnastics
safety
and
and
why.
skill building
I've been
required
telling you what I've been
to
telling
compete
you.
continuously in
Listen
this
to what
sport.
she's saying.
That does not exist here at Fisk. Yes, when the program was announced at first, and in the 3 years since that time, the student gymnasts at Fisk are training at a community facility that is located a little less than 7 miles away from campus. And they're there oftentimes without the trainers that are needed. Let me continue to provide some context behind the due diligence that went into this decision. The importance of having a training facility and to meet that endeavor for Fisk for a sport that is non-conference and creates challenges to offer competitive opportunities for our student athletes was a key part of the dialogue. To give you a little more context, Schools with gymnastics programs are primarily Division I and Division II. We are not Division I, we're not Division II, we're not Division III. We are NAIA, HBCU, AC. But these schools have training facilities and they compete primarily in conference. After departing from Fisk, the former head coach here is now coach in a D2 program with access to all those special skills that are unique to training competitive level gymnasts.
And it's why I feel like she watched our show
Another
to
point of
help with this,
context,
because she's basically
out of the
making a lot of points that I
365
made the
D1
last show.
schools, only 63 have gymnastics. Out of the 304 D2 schools, only 5 have gymnastics. Of the 237 schools in the NAIA, which includes the HBCU AC, there are only 2 gymnastics programs. So we have now completed 3 years into this historic launch. Competition placements remain an annual effort. We have lost one of our most competitive gymnasts who was nationally ranked to another program that competes at a level with facilities and support systems that all gymnasts should have access to, and quite frankly, are deserving of. The uniqueness required to have a set-aside gymnastics training facility, those facilities on average are between 15,000 and 20,000 square feet. The ceiling height for a gymnastics training facility at the collegiate level is at least 20 feet. And we know why that's a necessity, because you have to have that sufficient vertical space for equipment and activities. I don't know how many gymnastics meets you've enjoyed on television or in person. You do know these young gymnasts are moving at speeds and heights that require a uniquely designed facility. We have to have apparatus spacing, dedicated areas, especially for that floor exercise. And let's not talk about the vault, bars, and the beam. Those facilities alone for training require mount and dismount space with adequate matting and foam pit landings. This is to assure all of the safety your student athlete must have while training to prepare to compete. And the student safety is an absolute. That is an area that we cannot be flexible on. These facilities have to be well maintained. The equipment has to be constantly checked and rechecked and rechecked. There has to be qualified coaching staff. There has to be qualified training staff. And this, along with all the other needs, have to be available and accessed on a full-time basis.
You might as well say
It was
Fish Gymnastics
fascinating to
wants to
read
take
that most
part in
recently a
in the
D2
damn
school
conference, because you
in
just made your
Southern
point.
Connecticut just invested in an annex that will include a women's gymnastics training facility because they want to compete, and they knew that this annex would allow them to attract more competitive level gymnasts. The annex that includes the gymnastics training facility was a $30 million investment. So after all of the due diligence and out of respect for our student gymnasts, the Fisk Historical Roots as an institution of higher education excellence is where we have once again landed. And while that is our space, while it is where we have landed, the one thing that will always remain true and can never be taken away is the very first HBCU women's gymnastics program was here at Fisk University. So why bother with the 1-year announcement? These are some of the questions that came in from you that I've incorporated into my remarks so far. So after carefully evaluating the fact that Fisk is not positioned to be a source in this very complicated non-conference sport, the one-year announcement was out of respect for the coaches and our student athletes, so we can work on achieving a memorable final season for the gymnasts and celebrate those commitments that they have made. It also does something more important than that. It allows these students to take the time they need to explore their options. We didn't just want to pull the rug from under them and not giving them the time to really assess what next for me as a student, what next for me as a student athlete. They have now more than a year to spend working with the coaches and our staff on answering just those questions.
But you just said
And
y'all
since
don't
the
have the
decision was
coaching
made,
staff
that's
to help the
exactly
girls out,
what's
and
been
you're not going
happening
to
here
fund
at
the
Fisk.
program. So how
It
can
would
you
be
expect
totally
Fisk to
disrespectful
send the girls to
to
other
stop this
schools?
program without being mindful of the needs
Girl,
of our students. Discontinuing
now
the
I'm starting to
athletic
get mad.
program, while it's not new here at Fisk, it will always be difficult. No one likes to stop something that has been here and has been fun. But this was and always will be a legacy. I know there are a lot of questions about the money, so I want to chat about that. During the 3 years of this program, the interest in many of the national names and funders and donors, many of them whom you've reminded us about in your questions, they have not made investments or taken an interest in the program to date. So while the program did garner a lot of national attention, those national dollars and investors did not follow. We did secure one national level gift. However, that sponsor decided not to return.
That's
The only
shade.
question I did receive that I
Oh, that's
cannot
shade.
respond to
And that's
or
almost word for word
address,
what I said last
but
show.
several of
That
you
the
wanted to
national
know
attention
about
turn
our
into
former
dollars
gymnastics
for the school.
coach,
That's almost word for
Corinne
word what I
Tarver,
said
and
last
her
show.
departure. Anyone who knows me knows this, and it should be standard for the leadership here at Fisk University. It is never appropriate for me or anyone to discuss personnel matters and decisions regarding any employee here at Fisk. I will always have great respect and cherish all of the meetings I had with Coach Corinne Tarver. I enjoyed working with her,
Oh, she's being
and I
shady
thank
at it.
her still to
I
this
know she
very
is.
day for her dedicated service and leadership here at Fisk.
Well, why did you say what
But
you
the
said before you?
questions you
That was
ask, you will have to
that
ask
was.
them of
Oh my
her.
gosh, that was shade.
I like to stress that it's not always about money, because Fisk, as all of you know, has always been rather under-resourced. And
Whose
this was
fault
the
is
state
that?
of the school when the program was announced.
Whose
And in
fault is
many
that?
instances, it still continues today. The goal for myself, this cabinet, and the university's leadership
The guy that's behind you, bitch.
is to continue to build on our academic foundation and
I'm
the
so
legacy
sorry
of
to
FIS to
all of the
secure
gymnasts, all of the staff,
long-term,
all of the
ongoing funding
people at Fisk
that
University
will
who
create
have
a
been fighting
sustainable
for
and
the last
strong
month. The
financial model
announcement
and
has been made,
environment
and to
for
find out
every
this way,
FISK
I'm so sorry.
student.
I'm so sorry.
So I would be remiss if I didn't add one more caveat that came into play while we were doing our due diligence on this difficult decision. I hope that you've noticed that collegiate level athletics has experienced a major shift that is unlike no other in the history of collegiate sports.
NIL.
Student athletes are moving into an era of NIL payments. You all know, name, image, and likeness deals. And with the recent $2.8 billion lawsuit settlement just weeks ago, the floodgates have now opened. And now student athletes are setting new price tags on how much it will cost the institutions for them to compete on their behalf. This is a decision that's been in the making for years, and it's long overdue, because now this will allow many collegiate athletes who don't have careers next, but careers now, that will provide them earning opportunities while they are in college. This environment is going to and is creating a significant disadvantage for Fisk University and all other HBCUs, and more importantly, for the limited and few gymnasts who consider competing at the national level. These are challenging times for all institutions of higher learning and athletics, and especially for our HBCUs, while we grapple with making the decisions
Shannon, hold on. Give me a
that are in
second.
the best interests of our schools. But while I wrap up my remarks, I want to stress once again, this was not a cavalier, knee-jerk decision.
Really, because it feels like it.
I've shared with you many of the key points that were associated in why and how we decided that 1 year from today, Fisk University will no longer be offering women's gymnastics. I want to thank you for your time today, because you
questions.
sent in a lot of questions. We got all of your questions. All have been answered in my remarks. But what's more important than that, don't stop
Just
sending
say,
in questions. If you still
the
feel
level
that
of
there's something
audacity, the level
that you
of
did
I
not
don't
get
really
answered
give
today,
a
don't
I feel like
hesitate
this
to follow
conversation
up.
is just to the next level.
I want to
Everybody,
encourage you to
like and
continue to
share.
reach out
We're
to
gonna
our
talk about
office,
this.
not just
I
about
think Shane
gymnastics,
Oxford's gonna get on.
but all
We
the
are gonna
other multitude of activities taking place here at Fisk that make this institution what it is, and how we are looking at every day how to get us to a sustainable model. Since my very first
But we have
webinar,
donors.
I was open to talking with you and sharing with you what is going on, but more importantly, to share with you why we're doing what we're doing. This is why these webinars started. And that's why I'm glad today is not our first time together.
It's our
But
first
it was
time.
clear that you wanted answers to more questions. And that was the purpose of today. So Fisk University, for the next 150 years, will always have the banner of being the first HBCU gymnastics club. And this year we will be hanging banners in the gym recognizing the achievements in basketball, volleyball, and gymnastics for those national student athletes that have secured significant achievements. And for us, we must celebrate
do though.
that.
This is all our brute. Like,
thank you for your patience. Your patience as we continue to stay on course and focus on a plan that will optimize and maximize our campus.
Why do you think Corinne got fired?
Here in 37208. Be safe and always continue to share your passions and concerns about Fisk University. Fisk forever. Good evening.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. Just one point to note to Dr. Clark's mention, if you are interested in having more questions answered, please do send them in via email. We will be sending out a FAQ within the coming days to to share out beyond
not
this
live?
group that's gathered here today, so we can have other eyeballs on this and to
Cool.
share the information that was sent out today. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Oh my God. What a cop out.
Girl. And this is how we started today. Bitch, I was literally, I'm just chilling. It's 5 o'clock. I turned on the camera. I'm about to tell Addis, I'm not ready. I'm just, still, I'm going to take my extra little 15 minutes, color people time. And Addis was like, no, get on, start. And I'm like, whatever. I ain't paying his ass no. Then I'm like, wait, what's going on? And I pressed the go live button. I'm realizing they're actually announcing this shit as we're so surprisingly, I guess they say, bitch, y'all could stop this damn whole Save Gymnastics effort that y'all got going on. Y'all wasting time and energy.
So the thing that happened was that the reason that the donors didn't materialize, they did. What happened was that money went elsewhere, bitch. Went elsewhere. That's why she's the new president. It's just, and it's like I understand the concern. I understand the concern, but like,
wait.
Make me equally sized.
Okay, I just got to say this before we even start. Well, since this happened, I feel like I could speak a lot more freely than we've been speaking.
Maybe equally sized.
What I will say is, behind the scenes, I've been having this concern, right? And you can ask Addis, you can ask Tiki. I'm like, are we? Because I saw how quickly Talladega just threw their gymnastics program away when they were having a pretty decent season for a first-year team.
Kristen Johnson got second in the nationals.
And then Kirsten went to, hi Kirsten, friend to the show, well, friend to my show, hopefully friend to this show. Hi Kirsten. We will be contacting Tempo now to try to get you on now for real, sis. But when Talladega just threw their gymnastics program away, when they were having a pretty good season for a first-year program, they were raising funds, they were doing all the things they were supposed to do, and Talladega still threw away their gymnastics program. And I know Talladega as a school, as an institution, is a bigger school than Fisk. I was scared. And then Wilberforce came around, and I never even heard of Wilberforce before. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then somebody told me it was an HBCU. I'm like, okay, cool, let me get into it. So I'm like, okay, at least they replaced one HBCU with another HBCU. But then the people started flooding my DMs with their concerns about things that I'm just like, what the fuck is really going on? And the schools just have been so nasty without even, some schools, now not all schools, not all programs, but definitely the schools have been very flippant with these programs. It's not like they are concerned. It's not like they are cherishing the opportunity to have a gymnastics program. It's more like a burden. And it's always been that way since the beginning. And I've always been concerned about gymnastics is just not a sport that Black people as a whole not yet care about. I mean, we've had some wonderful Black athletes that we all love, but as a whole, for the community of Black people, gymnastics is just not
that girl
for them. So I've always had this concern that,
Michaela, why am I small?
I don't know.
It's the layout at the bottom.
I see. I got you, girl.
I'm smaller. Smaller.
I got you, girl. I got you. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Look at I'm in the background.
So what I'm saying is, I've always been concerned that if HBCUs were the right avenue for what everybody is trying to do, because just because for Black people as a whole, I get it, there are a small community of Black fans, right?
Yeah.
But as a whole, as a community, it's not the same. So I've always had this concern, and these schools just keep
Proving you right.
proving me right. Like, they just don't give a damn. And it's like, I'm not telling anybody that they're wasting their time, but I just don't want people to fight this good fight with all of their hearts to get these people into these schools that don't give a damn when, oh, this is going to sound fucked up, and it's going to sound like I'm like, go to the PWIs because they love gymnastics. It's not that they love gymnastics. It's just
They have the resources.
they care about the sport and they have resources, but they care about the sport just a little bit. Like, and Fisk was actually doing well.
Yeah.
Even though they've had a lot of behind the scenes issues and drama as an institution, they were doing well. And I think if they would have allowed it, people could have saved the program. And I think what they just did right now was like, bitch, please stop trying. We don't want this. We told y'all it's going away. We're not trying to be rude about it. Our best Morgan already left. We already fired what's her name. Like, we're done. We're done. It was too much. It was too big of an endeavor for our little tiny institution. We did the best that we could. See you later, bye. And they're doing it in the most respectful way possible. I think people just need to listen.
Is that it?
That, I mean, basically, I mean, I wish it was different. I wish it was different. I just don't. I'm just, ooh. These HBCUs are already so, even the big HBCUs are already so strapped for money, right? And yes, she was being extra in a day for saying that they needed $30 million to build a gymnastics facility. They do not.
Like 10 million will get it.
I think they could build a decent gymnastics facility for an HBCU with like $2 million.
Like 5. With insurance and all that for 5.
Okay, fair. But I will say this. Mama had a point when she said, we don't have the space to even have the feasibility to build the kind of facility that these girls need. Like, we just don't have it. We like, I don't know.
I mean, I hear you, and they're valid reasons, but also, like, why not try? Why not try? Like, if you already have, like, you know, the program there, like, why not try? Instead of, like, it's just like, it's one of those, like, okay, you're giving up prematurely when, like, if you just try a little bit harder, the money would be there. Like, the money's there. We got the money. It's just like, why give up when, like, you can try? Because if you give up, it's a guaranteed no. You have to deal with it.
I think that the answer at the end of the day to what you're saying is because they don't want to.
It's a cop-out, man.
Your question is why not try? And their answer is because we don't want to.
Then just say that.
She basically did.
Well, no, but actually say that. Like, just say that.
I mean,
I will respect her. I will respect her. If she said,
okay, can we do
try.
something? Is it possible that we could rewatch it and we could commentate over it?
No, that was live. Tina Aguilera.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
we have it on our stream. We'd have to rewatch our stream, but she's that thing's gone. Like they might have recorded on their end, but like she's gone. Like we're the only recording of it right now that there is in existence that people can watch. That's why I was like, you gotta go live now, bitch. Gotta go live now, bitch.
It's just so much she said that was so like basically, bitch, fuck y'all in this damn gymnastics program. Like,
but just say that instead of like, you know, talking in circles. I respect you so much more if you did. If you're just like, look, it's expensive, but I don't want to try. Period. That's it. Done. Gorgeous. Okay, cool. I respect that. All right, cool. But not like this whole like girl, wasting my time. That could be an email. But really,
I feel what you're saying, Fred. I just kind of feel like that's what happened. I don't know. I just really feel like that's what just happened.
it's just so shitty. Like, what happened? Anyway, while we're here, hi. We're still gonna continue fighting because fuck that. It's just a cop out. Like I get it, girl. I get it. You don't want to try, but people are trying. And if you don't want to try, then we can find someone who wants to. Presidents come and go. Presidents can vote it out.
For those of you all who don't know who she is the president of Fisk, the university.
Mm-hmm.
And what this conference was her basically telling the gymnastics community, look, please stop trying to say this program. We get it. Y'all love Fisk gymnastics. It's just we don't want this shit at our school anymore. And this is going to be the last time. So y'all might as well enjoy this ride. Girls, y'all better be looking for other schools to try to go to. Because, baby, it ain't finna happen over here.
Well, we can always get a new president that does want to do it.
Maybe.
People can be removed. Just saying. If that's what's going to be, then that's how, you know, people can play that game.
People want to even try it again there after the way they just...
Oh, no, I mean, she can be removed in 2 weeks. And I'm not kidding with that. That's the message I just got. I mean, we can find someone who actually wants to try. That's what we're gonna do. Because I understand sustainability and all that, and understand this, that, and the third. But like, ultimately, if we want to reach that 16 threshold to have like an actual conference play, then we need someone who's at least try to keep the program so we can start.
I mean, we would be halfway there if schools wouldn't keep shutting down the program.
Yeah, we'd have, if Talladega had not ended the program, we'd have 3.
And then, you know, they're working on
Grambling or whatever.
That would have been 4. It would have been very feasible within 5 years to have 6 to 18.
Yeah.
If the schools would honor their commitment to
the sport.
That's the issue. That's the issue with these HBCUs. We see. This is number 2. They don't give a fuck about these commitments unless dollars is coming into their schools. So it's like, it's a hard road because, like,
and that's what happens when you choose the wrong people to head the program at the beginning. They steal the money,
and she even threw shade at that. Like, she even threw shade at that, friend. She was like, and I'm not going to talk about how anybody or any former staff who loved her. I'm like, wait, what?
But yeah, I think that from what I've been told, moving forward, I don't think she's gonna be around for too much longer. Because we don't need people who are like very closed-minded. We need people who are going to have, like, visionaries. Are going to try to do, because what makes things work ultimately is, yes, community.
Oh, the rich
investment.
donor at Fifth. Nisha, you already know who the hell it was. It was so shady. It's the Jennifer Hudson show.
No, it
And
was Frank,
It was who?
Mr. Frank. He was the one that put forth a lot of the money to start that program.
Oh.
Yeah, but he didn't invest again. It was this whole thing. But yeah, it's Mr. Frank. No, it's not Jennifer Hudson. No. Which, by the way, they lied to Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer wanted to meet the entire team, and they only took like 6 girls. That's Corinne Singer. Like, Corinne was the wrong person to head this program to begin with. Because,
Yeah, Nisha, I 100% agree with that comment. And it's the thing, we can sit up there and criticize them. We can sit up there and criticize them. It's so easy to do, especially when they're not doing what we want them to do.
Yeah.
But we have to look at it on their side too. And I just have to play devil's advocate in this situation. It's like they're already struggling to even maintain the school, period. Not just sports in the school, but to educate the children at all. They barely have the resources. Donald Trump has them already cut funds to HBCUs nationally. So whatever little bit of resources they had in the first place is cut by whatever percent for the next, however long he's in the White House or whatever. They're already, the programs that they have aren't money generators unless they in the HBCU conference thing that they have, where they have specific, television revenues and shit that streams like the football games and the basketball games and wherever else HBCU conference they have. Yeah. And they just don't have it. They just don't have it. I think we're
having a second town hall tomorrow. Same time as yesterday, to see what we're gonna do. We'll get moving forward. But I
don't want to discourage anybody. If we're going to still try to save this gymnastics, I'm 100% down for it. I'm just saying
it's going to be a seat battle, which is why we have to remove the president, which is what we're going to do. Hold on, let me see. Let me see the message I'm getting.
And I don't want anybody to. It's just so hard. It's just so hard.
Okay, as a rational human being, I understand. I get it. I agree with the points you made. I agree with what you're saying. I completely agree. But as someone who is just a fighter for what's ultimately right, no. And I'm gonna be a child about it. No, because you're just giving up. He's like, oh, well, fuck it. I can't do it. What? And you know what? I don't want to say something wrong because I don't want to get for anybody, but it's like, what if Harriet Tubman just said, no, it's too hard? What if Harriet Tubman said that? What if Rosa Parks says, I'm going to sit up front? You know what I mean? It's just it's so tied to just fight. And it's for a community that has constantly fought for what they wanted to just give up, it seems so arbitrary. Do you know where I'm getting at? You've got to fight.
I do know what you're getting at, but I have a different take on what you're saying as an actual Black person.
Yeah,
it's more like the Black Lives Matter movement situation that went on around the pandemic time, right? Great movement, right? Great movement. But they would never accept criticization. You could never criticize them. If you was criticizing them, you were anti the movement. And it's just, as a Black person, these HBCUs are acting like that. And guess what happened? At the end of the day, the people were stealing all the money. Yeah. Nothing was being done. And embezzlements, and people was buying houses and shit, right? And
which is kind of what happened here.
I hate to say this, but if we're going to talk about it, because these are HBCUs, we have to talk. We have to act like white people are, because these are HBCUs, right? So we have to talk reality, what goes on within the Black community when it comes to money and shit like this, right? And this has been, from the very get-go, one of my biggest fears, which was Black people still, and I hate to say this, Black people still. Black people are known for, Black people still. And
no, we can't be trusted. Oh my God.
And one of the things that I think happened, and she kind of skimmed on this on the surface, was the money was stolen.
Yeah, that's why she got fired.
And because the money was stolen, I think the school now also don't trust putting other people in the place, because they're like, okay, now we're gonna have to have somebody. Now we're gonna have to hire somebody to watch these people to make sure they're not fucking. Like, that's more expense. Like, y'all adding on to the shit. Like, y'all can't be trusted. Like, it's. And I know, Nisha, you've probably seen it. Shayna, we've all, as Black people, we've seen this shit happen within the community over and over. This is why Black churches with all of these damn followers still be like run down ass buildings, because people steal the fucking money. And this is a, as Black people, as we're so, not critical, not celebratory. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But as Black people, as we're so critiqueful when it comes to the Latino people and the immigration thing, look at this is a perfect example of the kind of shit that we do to each other, right? Like, all FISC had to do, and not FISC themselves as an institution, but the people at the charge of FISC had to do is just do right, build their program, make the program meet the talent, let Tal come along, build their program. It would have been like a 5-year process to keep popping up the HBCUs. But when the first one is not done right, nothing else can come along. And I think that is the problem with what's going on now. Like, and everybody else can keep absolutely, Shayna. We know the Europeans are the biggest thieves of it all, but we're not talking about them. We're not talking about them. See, and that's the issue with us as Black people. Every time a Black person want to critique another Black person, then everybody want to start talking about what the white man done did to us. I'm not talking about their asses right now. Like, you're talking about what we do to each other in these situations. And it's just like,
put the chat on the screen. Put the chat on the screen.
Put the chat on the screen. Okay, hold on.
Put the chat on the screen.
And I'm gonna highlight some comments too. Nisha, I'm not Nisha. I know Nisha, you probably with your Shayna, get your ass on.
Get your ass on here.
Where the fuck are you at, bitch? Get your ass on.
Play the intro. Play the intro. Play the intro.
Oh.
We have.
I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet.
Oh, I have it. I'll just show the screen. We have a new intro.
Yes.
Because one thing I'll do is I'm gonna intro. So hold on, let me. I even had like news stories I wanted to talk about today, but no, this bitch had to just take over our evening. Jesus. Where is it? So good. I'm trying to finish my wine because I do want to. I want to be drinking because that it's so much. So hold up, pause. Okay, pause. Let me share the screen.
Yeah, I really wanted to get into this damn Iran shit because I know we're a gymnastics show, but we have to talk because Now Iran, little do y'all know, done bombed American shit. So we're really in war right now.
Yeah, but it's not gonna escalate past that. Okay, here's the new intro.
Hopefully.
And go. We back.
Sickening. Nisha, I think Shayna's well, no, I don't think she's coming off of YouTube. So she's on YouTube.
Yeah, y'all are together.
So it's just come on, HBCUs. If y'all want, and this is a big if, and this is the part of the conversation I don't know. Yes, box wine teas, bitch. Yes, box wine teas, bitch. I'm not sure if the HBCUs. Oh, okay, she's at work. I'm so sorry, Shayna. I'm not sure if the HBCUs want to do this.
Right.
It's the hard part.
Right.
That's the hard part. That is the hard part. And the issue is they saw what happened with Fisk, and they don't want no part.
I mean, let's be honest. I think the biggest problem with Fisk was the fact that Corinne completely turned Brown Girls away. And Brown Girls was ready to make a commitment to make that program sustainable. They wanted to invest money. They wanted to help out. They wanted to do all these things. And Corinne just shut them out. And she told the girls that you know, guys to talk to Brown Girls and all this and third. And so the one provision that we had moving forward with this trying to save the program was that the Fisk in the institution and the girls and the coaching staff needed to buy in and support Brown Girls so Brown Girls should support them back.
And even with Corinne, I feel like she might have stolen money from the school I can't say that I 100% blame her if they weren't paying her on time, if they weren't doing the things that she was supposed to do, if they were making her pay out of pocket to travel. Like they weren't doing it.
You reimburse the team sometimes.
I don't know how I feel about that one. Like you can't tell me that you want me to go travel with the team somewhere, but you're not willing to pay for my expenses to get there, and then I'm supposed to wait for y'all asses to pay me back when I barely get my paycheck on time every. Like girl, no.
You got 2 paychecks. She was the AD.
And she probably wasn't getting either one on time. She probably was doing both jobs and getting underpaid. Again, I know how these institutions do.
Yeah, but I mean, she wasn't a good coach to begin with. She treated her staff like shit.
Because I do feel like this: if she was that bad, she wouldn't have gotten another coaching job. She must have done something right.
Maybe people just don't do the research like Clemson. Clemson didn't do research with Amy Smith. They fired her ass.
Hey Shayna, sis. Oh. Hey Shayna.
We got a lot of chin.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, my service is terrible.
It's okay. Oh, she dropped. Okay. I
said, hey, my service is terrible.
And just dropped.
She get out when she can.
I see it from all the angles, and it's very valid. And this is a third. But again, it's like, okay, so you address the problems. Why not listen to solutions? And I don't know, man. It's so discouraging.
Why not listen to solutions would be meaning. Damn, Johnny Pear, that was so extreme, bruh. Like,
I mean, but it's true. It's
true.
Mean,
everybody's gonna die soon.
Oh, I can only be so lucky.
But it's the culture of Black people addicts, and that's the part that I'm just trying to. Especially when you're dealing with the HBCUs, you're literally dealing with the culture of Black people, and as a 43, almost 44-year-old Black,
you're lying. You don't look a day over 25.
Girl lies. Well, even if I don't look it, I feel it. But bitch, it's ew. It's this crabs in a barrel ass culture that we have that we all fight through each and every day. And it's just like, bitch. And I feel like, and again, not to defend Fist. I feel like they was slightly lied to start this program. I just do. I don't know who lied to them.
I feel like at every stop, someone lied. Someone laid on Twitter. Good.
Really?
Good. It's too toxic for her, and I support that. Good.
Hey, maybe that means she's training again because maybe she's focused. I don't know.
Let me tell you, I somehow stumbled upon a list I was on of people someone had blocked or that have blocked the person. And let me tell you, everybody was on that list. You were on that list, Michaela. Tiki was on that list.
Who?
Blake.
Wait, what are we
Blake
talking about?
Half I was on that list.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Speaking of Twitter, well, hold on. I'm getting there. Speaking of Twitter, I stumbled upon a list of people that. So this person posted a list of who they had blocked or who had blocked them, and you were on that list. I was on that list. Tiki was on that list. Blake from Half and Half I was on that list. A bunch of the girls were on that list, and I was like, "Oh, this is my. This is I put this is my cream. Yeah, it's like it's a hand cream, a THC hand cream. It is the Glacier Freeze Therabomb by Elevated. It is natural pain relieving topical gel. It's a 3,000 milligram THC. And let me see. You know, she's pretty sickening. It really hurt. It really helps. Like with my hands and whatever. She's letting them know I'm not deleting shit. I'm either. Yeah, I'm either. And if you see me talking shit to somebody, just mind your business.
And yeah. I just don't. Fist.
Okay, I got another one for you. Got it.
I think brown girls do gymnastics. Wait, what is it? Is it brown girls do gymnastics or brown girls? Okay, brown girls do gymnastics. Please don't be discouraged by these people. Please don't act like you're doing something wrong. Please just know that this is the way of the colors. Like,
okay.
It's just,
should we move on?
We can move on.
So this is even worse. AMC is now going to be adding up to 5 to 10 minutes of commercials before they show movies. At first, AMC was like, no, because we feel like it will deter people from going to see movies in our cinemas. But then after a while, but they were hurting for cash, it was quickly realized that even their competitors have already instituted commercials before their showings. And so AMC decided to do the same. And that's what they're doing. They're adding up to 10 minutes of just commercials before your movie starts.
Wasn't they already doing that?
Well, they're going to add more. So... thoughts?
Do people still go to the movie theaters anymore?
I mean, I went to go see Wicked. Which, by the way, we're going to watch Wicked tomorrow as a family. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm off tomorrow, so yes, we could do things like that. I still have to go to work tonight.
You've never seen it?
I tried to watch it 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
For Ariana. Every time Ariana come across the screen, I'm like, yay. When I see this little green creature with these braids, I'm just like, no, this isn't right. And I turn it off.
But do you know what it's about?
The Wizard of Oz?
No.
It is about the Wizard of Oz. It's how they became friends. I know what Wicked is about.
Yeah, it's all about the wizard. It's about them and how they.
It's about how they grew up together and how evil Glinda the Good Witch is because she was setting up. How do you say her name? Elphaba. Elphaba, how she was
Okay.
setting her up and acting like she was her best friend, but really she turned her at the end of the day and got her strong.
No, she didn't. She didn't. So that's the thing. It's okay. It's so layered because okay, of course, God. Okay, so it isn't that Glinda turned on her. It's that Glinda knew because Glinda's magic isn't like magic. That's not what Glinda does. Glinda's magic is like manipulation and like people and whatnot. It's how her magic works, right? And so Glinda knows that because she has been a benefactor of the system and she has constantly benefited from how like things are being set up or whatever, that she is probably the most dangerous person when it comes because she knows the truth. She knows the truth. She knows the wizard has no power, right? She knows Elphaba is not evil. And so what she does is she's essentially a prisoner of war, right? And so she becomes a public figure in order to kind of dissuade and try to, I guess, maneuver the entire vehicle of Oz, the wizard, in order to kind of like ease or try to do that as much good as she can. Now, she's not perfect, clearly, because she...
Alex,
Huh?
your explanation is not making me want to watch it.
Girl... It means so much to me. It's after Legally Blonde. It's my favorite musical. Like my favorite. I've seen it 4 times live. I loved it. Yeah.
You know what it is for? I'm not the biggest fan of the Wizard of Oz in the first place. I like the wig.
Yeah.
So you know,
this is very PWI.
So for them to be doing like, I feel like they should have done Wicked for the Wiz instead of for the Wizard of Oz.
What
they should have done the show Wicked.
Yeah.
But instead of doing it for the Wizard of Oz, they should have did it for
well, honey, it was written by a white man.
Okay, like, so was the Wizard of Oz, and they turned
Wicked,
the Wizard of Oz into what is it? I just said it.
The Wiz.
The Wiz. Thank you. I'm so sorry. So okay. I feel like they should have turned Wicked into Wicked for the Wiz, not for the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right. It makes sense to me now, but so Wicked is a book, right? Wicked started off as a book. It is written specifically after the Alfred Bound books, and it was never supposed to be a musical. By the way, they didn't plan on making it a musical, and it was actually supposed to be a movie. Demi Moore had bought the rights, but then Mark Platt, who is the father of Ben Platt, the one who did Dear Evan Hansen, and he's a singer and Pitch Perfect, the geek, the little geek boy. So his father is the one that between him and the other guy, they wrote Wicked the musical, and Mark Platt produced it, right? And so it wasn't designed to be like for the Wiz. And I like the idea, like where you're coming from, and I do think that'd be a cool idea to explore. But ultimately, it's just very PWI.
Sure, but let some people make it colored. Like
yeah, I mean, I would like to see it. I would like to see it. I think it'd be cute.
It's the same songs, it's the same everything as the Wizard of Oz, just blackified. So I mean,
yeah. I mean, I would like to see it. I think it'd be a good, cool concept.
But I am very interested in. Plus, things like Wicked and stuff. I don't have. Like, my husband is not going to watch that shit, so I don't have nobody to make me watch it. Like, unless it's like superheroes or something like that, I have no interest. So I'm very excited to watch it with you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold your hand through it.
Very good, very good. I always make it through the first 15 minutes of her singing through the field with the people.
When I meet the wizard, my whole life will change.
Then they go back in time, and then the little boy be like, "You knew the Wicked Witch," and she was like, "Yeah." And then they go back in time, and then they start off with Elphaba's story of the father and the greenness and the damn thing.
Wait, have you not made it past No One Warns the Wicked?
I haven't even made it past not one song. Like,
you haven't even heard The Wizard and I?
I haven't heard Ari and Cynthia sing them. Like, I heard what's mama name and Tay Diggs' ex-wife, Miss Frozen Fish.
Idina.
I heard their versions of the songs. I just never heard the newer versions.
You haven't even heard The Wizard and I? In the movie, like when Elphaba is like running through the field.
I keep trying to say I have not made it. The part that I get to is when the mama.
You've seen is No One Mourns the Wicked, and then when that. Kayla.
Yeah. I heard the first song.
No, I am drinking. And
then they get to
you haven't watched What Is This Feeling? Loathing? No. Oh, bitch.
Part 2 to this conversation is I don't like musicals in general, so we can better blame. Tyler Perry ruined musicals for me.
Okay, let's get into that. How do you feel?
Okay, so you know what?
Gymnastics is over. It was a traumatic.
Hold on, let's cover gymnastics real quickly.
Gymnastics.
We had a World Cup, a World Series Cup this weekend.
Challenge Cup.
Oh, I'm so sorry. A World Challenge Cup this weekend. It was basically the Kalia Namor show.
Happy birthday, Chusavina.
Chuso came in second on vault.
At 50 years old. Oh,
the Bulgarian,
and then the arena lost power. No, Tashkent, the city lost power for like 40 minutes.
The Bulgarian girl who been winning everything won with watered down vaults. It was a lot of level 7 gymnastics there. So I mean, if you want to see Kalia Namor, I would watch it. But other than that, you can take a gymnastics break this week in my opinion. No disrespect to nobody. Oh, it was really exciting watching the South African girls fight for a medal on equal bars.
Naveen Darius did really well.
Yeah. But it just wasn't for me. It wasn't must-see TV.
I do want to announce. Well, we announced it yesterday during our show during Flips and Fairy Tales. So this weekend is the American Classic. Now we will be. I hope. Let me tell you what the fuck happened. Okay. No, I don't think so. So what happened was that if you go right now, I'll flip now. The only option you have to subscribe to that is the $64.99 for the year. Okay, and that's bullshit. And thankfully, I was able to go back on my Apple ID on the browser and be able to renew my subscription at $9.99. Clock that. And so I will be streaming that on Twitter and Discord because you're not going to take my Twitch, bitch, USAG. And so, yeah, that's how we're going to be watching it. Huh? What's up?
Swell didn't delete her Twitter.
She didn't delete it?
No.
Yeah, Flop Now. They do have it. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming that. And then same thing with nationals. We're gonna be streaming that as well. Anyway, so
oh, she just deleted everything she posted up until August of since Rio. She scrubbed her Twitter account. She did delete it. She just scrubbed it.
You know, she paid someone to do that. Absolutely. This
was an older profile, and let me see. Oh yeah, this might have been an older profile or like a private profile. Because people have a public profile, and
Offensa.
Yeah, I don't think that's her. I think that's yeah, I think she did delete her Twitter actually. I'm so sorry. I 100% do think she deleted her Twitter. Good for you, Simone. Good for you.
They added a data classic.
Oh, dope.
Not this classic, the one next month. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me finish. Okay.
Okay, so
So yeah, that's gonna
that
be
was all the gymnastics I have for you. And
oh yeah. So next Friday and next Saturday.
the program.
Okay. So now moving on to Tyler Perry.
Wait. Oh, it's something else. Oh, but I think Fist is still having their roundtable to my best knowledge tomorrow. So
yeah,
tune in to
We'll
the
be here for
reaction. And gymnastics league, I don't think anything is coming up this week. I think we have a break.
The American Classic is this week.
Fuck my life. Really?
It's Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, dope. So
Friday's
yeah,
Hope, Saturday is the junior seniors.
So it's gonna be on Flip now.
It's gonna be here on Twitter and on Discord, yeah, and also on Flop now. But yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Pay my good coins for that. I am. Good coins. I do want to well, listen, Tyler Perry.
Okay, Tyler Perry. Woo! This is a touchy one because
I knew it. But like, also like, that boy was in his DMs. Okay, like I don't, girl. Like you knew you were trying to let him clap your cheeks all the time, girl.
Okay, this is how I feel about this Tyler Perry thing. I feel like if you want to keep your secrets kept, you should always pay for your secrets to be kept, right? And you are a very rich and wealthy man.
Very rich and very wealthy.
And I also feel like a lot of these men also are taking advantage of him. I absolutely do, because this is the second person who sued him for this same thing. About a year ago, he settled out of court with this actor named Christian Keys, and basically the same shit, right? And I feel like it's a certain kind of guy who will gay bait somebody who's like Tyler Perry or whatever, right? And I feel like with what's going on is the people know that Tyler is gay. They know that Tyler's on the DL. They're willing to flirt with him to a certain level as long as he don't touch them, and as long as he's, getting them on these TV shows and on these movies and stuff.
There's some cheeks clapping, I feel. Willingly.
But what I feel like is the moment that Tyler do want to clap some cheeks or have his cheeks clap however it happens, that's when they be like, oh no, sexual harassment. Oh no, you're doing this to me. Give me some money.
I think the cheek clapping happens, and then they're like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore.
No, well, I think this is how they get him. I think they tipped him, they bait him, they promised him. Well, not promise him. No. I'm so sorry. They flirt with him. They have very inappropriate conversations with him. They get him to the point, and then when he's like, "Okay, let me make a move. Let me touch you. Let me do something with you." Like, we've been having these conversations. Like, what's tea? Like, what's gonna happen? That's when they be like, "Oh no, see. You crossed the line. You actually touched me. Oh, no. And you're gay. Oh, no. I thought you was a heterosexual man in the church, Tyler Perry. Oh, my God. I can't believe you would do this to me. I'm going to sue you and out you." And Tyler Perry just keep falling for it because, A, he don't want the public to know he's queer. He can't let the public know that he's queer, not with the damn audience that he's built.
Everybody knows him.
Addicts, I'm telling you again, we're talking about, I guess this is the black people show today. These black people are fooled. Addicts, I'm telling you, These black people
Oh,
do
same thing
not.
with D.L. Hughley. Like,
They don't think this man is queer. They don't even
he's in
consider.
drag half the time. What do you mean?
They don't even consider what he does drag. That's how convinced he have these people at it. It's like they you
Hey,
just don't understand.
listen, the MAGAs are convinced that Donald Trump is a good person, so I buy it. I buy it.
They are convinced at it. So if he ever came out with his true sexuality, like what he's trying to do is be Luther Vandross, right? He's trying to do what he
And
wants
you will
to do.
never be Luther.
Not in 2025. That's what he needs to understand. Like in 2025, like, see, Luther Vandross was able to have him a nice little boyfriend and never would say something that didn't want the public spotlight, that would just,
Same with Liberace.
Same with Liberace. Tyler, you live in the day of Instagram and TikTok where people want to get put on, girl. And if you want to play in the pond, you either gonna have to pay to keep your secrets kept, because people who pay never get exposed, or
unless there's other call,
or you could, you know, come out and find some guy and live a great life. But you know, if you do that, though, I know that your career in Hollywood is over. Like, you built your career on the back of the black church, and homosexuality is one of the, in their minds, the sin of sins. Like, you could be anything.
even though listen, the girls are rampant in the church, rampant in the church.
But for whatever
if you got it.
But for whatever reason, the church girls feel like you could be anything other than gay. You could be a pedophile. You could be a cheater. You could be a woman beater.
A
As
drunk.
long as you ain't gay, it will be forgiven. But when you start liking the power of, when you start being how you doing?
How you doing? ¿Cómo estás?
Girl.
It's curtains.
Boy, yeah, you better burn. And Tyler Perry, with the empire that he has built, at this point in time, there's just no way for him. I mean, he has tons of money. I mean, he don't have to ever make another penny again in life, and he will be straight.
The residuals alone, crazy.
But the position that he's built in the black community, it just will be gone. And I don't know if he will be able to. I don't know if he even should want. And that's the other thing about it. And this again go back to the issue with Fist. I don't even know if, Tyler, you should even want it, because look at how much you have to sacrifice. I mean, you already got the coins, girl.
I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. Taylor Swift, same thing. Lesbian. And the reason she didn't come out during during the COVID was because her team told her not to. She was dating Carly Claus, clapping cheeks, Carly Claus. They were in Vogue together, best friend. I'm so sure. She was eating muffins. Like, I'm telling you, like, but she feels honestly like she would lose everything. That's why she's in the Lavender Haze with fucking Kelsey. Like Travis Kelce. That's a gay man. That's a gay man.
I can care less, but just like that, I would say the same thing for Mariah Carey. Like,
lesbian.
Why was the longest relationship you ever had was with the brat Mariah?
I mean, they were fronds. But you know her. They
were eating tuna together, friend. They were eating tuna together.
You know her. You know her and Whitney had to have fucked once.
I think Mariah and the brat was eating tuna together from around 1997 till the time the brat went to prison at about 2002, and that's when Mariah had her breakdown because she knew she had to end her relationship with the brat. It wasn't no damn breakdown. She was heartbroken because she had to end her relationship with the brat because the brat was around here stealing from people and shit and had to go to prison. So Mariah had to cut ties with that hoe. So, you know, she was heartbroken. That hoe wasn't damn mentally broken down. That hoe was heartbroken.
And she tried to date Derek Jeter, and like finally told her ruined that.
Yeah,
Luis
child.
Miguel. You can't talk to Luis Miguel. You don't speak Espanol.
Girl, Mariah, you fucked up, girl. You should have just rolled out with the brat, girl. The brat was a good wife. You should have just rolled that shit out and told them damn people in Hollywood, bitch, I like to eat tuna, girl. Get out my business. Whitney,
for sure, her and Whitney
Houston.
hooked up. For sure, they fucked once.
Maybe. Whitney, yeah.
And okay, can we stop the whole like narrative that Bobby Brown corrupted Whitney? Whitney was from the streets. Like Whitney knew it was
Whitney was over there eating tuna, snorting coke before she even got with Bobby. Bobby was her beard, child. Like,
Bobby
was her beard, but that was still the greatest reality TV show.
Oh my God, Bobby!
The greatest, Bravo.
When he talked about pulling the piece of crap out of her, that's real love. That's real love. That's real love.
But. Oh, we went so far off topic. But going back,
we did it. It's still the diaspora.
Okay, it's true. Going back to Tyler, I just feel like this man really set you up, and now at this point,
and you played right into it, bitch.
Correct, and you need to check. You know the joke about you is already you hire all the fine men in Hollywood to be in your movies, girl. So now you need to check that. Now these men are absolutely going to target you, especially if they know that they look in a certain way that you don't like. They just gonna target you.
And if they're white, oh, it's over for him. He loves white boys.
I really think Tyler Perry was known to go after the best looking black men in Hollywood, but then they kept turning on him. So now he started trying to pursue other options with white guys, I guess. And same shit. Like, and it's not the men is T.S. Madison said something that's so profound that has stuck with me forever in life. She said the most feminine men in the world are those mask for mask gays.
Oh my God, yes!
Because why are you as a man searching for so much damn masculinity? So you could be the woman.
Yeah. Let me tell you, and that is so
so you could be the fucking woman.
Having slept with several straight men in my life, that is very true.
And
very true.
I think
several.
I think that's part of what Tyler Perry problem is. Like, he feel like, okay, we all know he's Madea, the drag queen or whatever, but in his mind, to the rest of the world, and to the black church, he has everybody fooled. They feel like he's a very masculine, normal man who puts on drag for his job, right? Yeah. So, in his mind, he needs another super masculine DL man like him who's going to protect his secret, because in his world, two masculine men should be together so secrets can be shared. But once again, this is 2025 where most masks, if you're masked, you most likely gonna like a film.
Okay, I was gonna show you this, but you put it up. So, Michaela, I got bored, right? And I was watching Outlaws by T.S. Madison. And so I made her an intro, and she loved it. And so she's asking iHeart if they can use it moving forward.
Oh, dope.
Here it is. And they animated her.
Oh wow.
Yay!
Oh wow, Addis, that is really. Bitch, you really can make an intro picture. You is eating.
Yeah. Yeah.
And her, you know, T.S. Madison countdown thing. Guess who made that for her? This bitch right here.
Yay! Oh, I just love it.
T.S. Madison, you know, if you don't know, you are one of my fucking inspirations in life. Love you.
Well, we're interviewing her. Should we just send her the link right now so she come on right now?
No, don't bother that lady.
Oh, we're besties. It's fine. It's fine. Should I just send her the link? Because she said whenever she had time, she would come on the show.
No, I'm not ready. If T.S., I need to be looking decent. Hell no. Hell fuck no. I need to be presentable for that moment.
She said what, you know, still find time. And let me tell you, we're going to make it happen for you. Because I really, like, when T.S. Madison asked me, how much do I have to pay you? And I'm like, you know what? For the countdown thing, I just want one thing. I want you to meet this bitch. I just want y'all to meet. Because I feel like it would make, like, I feel like it would, Oscar, get on. I feel like it would just make your year. Because, you know, we can't bring the other one that you love on here because very so MAGA. But, like, you know.
Oh, yeah, I still would do it, though. I just would be very respectful.
Not right now. I can't. No, I would say some shit. Like, I can't. You know, like, we're war. I just can't. I can't hold my tongue. Can't hold that. Not with that. Not when like her literal support of that.
Weird for her because she was such big Obama supporters for her. Her MAGA is.
And for me, it's like her supporting that man is effectively denying your existence. And I can't do that. I can't do that. It's literally what it is. And I hate that.
And we all know for sure that she supports. It just is given. It feels. Yeah. It feels like. I mean, she be on Fox News a whole lot. It feels a whole lot like, but you know, benefits of the doubt to the greatest gymnast of Michaela Loves Gymnastics time. So.
Who would I bring my best of all time? I mean, Simone, I guess.
Well, shit, if I'm really thinking about it, I did the video. She's not my favorite gymnast of all time, actually.
Simone is my favorite.
Simone was like, okay, let's do this real quick to lighten up the subject because we just.
Oh, should we do the commentator tier list?
Oh yay! Let's do that. Let's do that.
Let's do it while we pull it up. Let's talk about the
yes.
thing.
Yes. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. To end the Tyler Perry thing, like Oprah and Gail, Tyler, you a man. You just never gonna have your Gail. I mean, you can. It's just
if this situation and the way you're going about it, you cannot eat your cake and have it too.
Correct. It's just we're in 2025. Like these people, we don't want to be in the closet anymore, Tyler Perry. Like, no. And for you to ask somebody to be in the closet for you just because you have a shit ton of money, that's a big ass fucking ass. That
it is.
And then hell, especially the way people are now, they would be like, okay, shit, yeah, I'll be in the closet for you for a year just to gather all your tea so I can out you and make all the money I need to make to live the rest of my life. Like, really need to
shift your focus.
And you can find you a nice little
snow bunny. A little Twinkie.
I don't get how they give other trans women hell but love TS. I don't get it. You know, in general, like if we're just talking about the Black community as a whole, that's a great segue, Johnny Queer. It's because with the Black community, and again, it goes back to the Fisk University thing and the Tyler Perry thing. With Black people, as long as they see value in you or wealth around you or money around you, they are here for it.
Yeah.
And I think this is where I think Fisk was lied to. Fisk probably felt like their gymnastics program was going to translate into a whole bunch of money for the school. And that's just not the reality of a gymnastics program. And I feel like with a lot of Black people, they don't like T.S. Madison, actually, Johnny. They just are very entertained by her.
Yeah.
And they give that woman hell all the time. Like, if you ever follow her Twitter, they give that woman hell all of the time. They don't like her. It's just they see some kind of benefit for her. So they tried for very long to just act like she didn't
deny
exist
her
until they couldn't. So now, you know, they give her the scraps, basically, of in my opinion.
No, they do. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
I feel like with T.S. Madison, where she was able to gather is because she was like, okay, fuck y'all niggas. White people, y'all like me. Y'all want to put me on these TV shows. Y'all want to put me in these movies. Here we go. Whereas a lot of Black people, other trans people, were so Black focused. And this, again, going back to the HBCUs, so Black focused that you're missing your true opportunities. Like, look at T.S. Madison. Instead of sitting over there waiting for Black people to give her opportunities, she went and got her opportunities with the white people. And people may have called her a sellout. People may have called her, but they can't say that shit anymore because at the end of the day, Black people wasn't giving her the opportunities. And it kind of reminds me of gymnastics that, you know, maybe it would be great to have Black HBCU gymnastics one day, but hell, we got to educate the Black people on gymnastics first. Like, I think we might be putting the cart in front of the horse. Like, it would be for some people, for some schools, to start programs in schools, maybe in Black areas, but maybe not at HBCU, that Black people feel comfortable to going to, like in more major cities, like in Miami, where people might feel comfortable, in Atlanta, where people will feel comfortable, instead of the HBCUs per se.
Yeah. I agree. I completely agree. Because, I mean, you have to have the foundation for it.
Correct. And what T.S. Madison did was build her foundation, through pornography.
Yeah.
Through pornography. But then when she transferred out of pornography, and the Black queers was like, oh, you're a porn star. You're not a good representation of trans women. And the white people was like, oh, we love you, T.S. Madison. Come here. Come here. You're so funny. Come do this podcast. Come do this little TV show. Come do this little guest spot on this TV show. Come do this. And then everybody was like, see, she don't fuck with Black people. Well, when she was trying to do shit with y'all Black asses, y'all was telling her, we don't want you. You're a bad representation of Black people. It's very, the intersectionality in this conversation I live. If these HBCUs are going to be so nasty, so not transparent, trying to take us back into the dark days of gymnastics where they don't want nothing and then we can't even criticize them, fuck all of y'all. I would rather the girls I would rather we try to start programs in other schools that want the gymnastics that maybe just don't have the knowledge to start a school or program or whatever, but in like Black cities, like Atlanta, Miami, Chicago, Las Vegas, where Black, because you know, all of these the one in Florida is in Gainesville, Georgia. Gainesville, Georgia is a damn sundown town. Like, as a Black person, I wouldn't feel comfortable living in fucking Gainesville, Georgia. And I'm sure the school itself is, you know, straight, but the whole, like, no, like, so maybe that should be the direction we go, not us. Well, yeah, me and Addis, maybe that should be, instead of focusing on HBCUs, focuses on places where gymnastics is underserved, like Texas, and build programs that will serve the Black girls better and that are for everybody in the long run.
I agree. Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
Thank you, T.S. Madison. That was a good way to make that point.
Okay, hold on. I think it's okay.
Because Black people, again, we keep saying this. You keep wanting to show ass. Okay, bitch, fuck you. Like,
show ass.
Show ass.
Show ass. Show ass.
Well, before
no.
y'all program next, bitch. Y'all the last of the dying breed. And maybe through Wilberforce we can fit some things.
Where did I put it? Hold on, let me look through my history. I can't find it. Commentator. Okay. Please. Okay. Mint. Okay. Tour.
I just but now they can't deny T.S. Madison, and now they beg T.S. Madison to come onto these things, and it's going to be a point where these HBCUs are going to beg for gymnastics programs to come back.
They are. That's something like it's so premature to just end it. Like it feels so like, you know what I mean? Like it feels so like you can do this, man. You can just don't give up. Like, you can do it. It just feels so like shitty, man. Like it breaks my heart because these girls deserve more than that. But I also agree with the fact that these girls, do deserve more than that and more than Fisk can offer. It's just very shitty.
Very.
But I mean, ultimately, she's gonna get removed, so really, I'm not worried about it anymore. How do I get into this thing? Where would I? I'm sure it's a public one because I made it. I just don't understand why it's not showing up. Let me see, gymnastics. This on the account. Okay, gymnastics. Gymnastics. Yeah, dude. No. Next page. Okay. Cool. All right. Let me go to my.
While Addis is looking for that, I just want to tell everybody. I know I've been saying this whole year. Don't watch the news. Don't depress yourself. Don't be in the weeds of this political climate. But yeah, now's the time to watch the fucking news because this dumbass president of y'all's have decided to put us in a position to really bring war to American soil. And it will be the very first time in history that this is happening. I don't know. I just don't know where. What?
Found it.
You found it? Okay, perfect.
Yes.
I don't know where the country is going to go from this point because clearly I don't think we want war on American soil. I don't think.
Okay. 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 All right. So we're starting off the bat. So between Lisa Blanco and All Things Gymnastics Girls, who's a better commentator?
All Things Gymnastics Girls. No
team. I'm going Lisa Blanco.
I'm going. Okay, so tie break. Somebody, whoever the first name I see.
We need three to tie break. So 3 votes. So go ahead, y'all. Vote.
Oscar, Nisha, Johnny,
and Johnny. Yeah. Well, we have how many viewers do we have? We have
almost 200 people on Twitter. Somebody.
Yeah. So Yeah, so comment. Who is the better commentator, the All Things Gymnastics girls or Luisa Blanco?
I mean, this is a very low bar. Well, you know what?
I mean, I'll give it to the girls. I do feel like, I mean, they've established themselves at the
Literally the same link I gave you yesterday in our text message. It's the same link that we always use, always. Nisha, neither cannot be an answer.
No, it has to be one or the other. It'll be 3 tie-breaking votes. I will give it to the girls though. Like they have established themselves over there at Michigan at the Chrysler, Mary Chrysler, and so yeah. So in terms of experience, I guess we'll give it to the girls so we can move on. How about that? Okay. Next, we have Kelly Garrison Steves and Alicia Sacramone. I'm going Alicia because Kelly squeals like a dog toy.
I'm going Alicia too. Alicia isn't bad.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, Dana Duckworth or Elfie Schlegel?
Effie.
I'm going Elfie as well. Okay,
Okay.
Kathy Dawson Clark.
I want to send you the link, but I just don't remember how to do this. Hold on.
Kathy Dawson Clark or Shannon Miller?
Kathy Johnson Clark.
Yeah, all the way.
Disrespect. No Tino Shade, Shannon Miller.
Kim Bowie or I forgot this man's name. Let me actually see who this man is actually. So I don't. Dean Link. This is Dean Link. Dean Link.
The guy.
Dean Link or Kim?
Oh boy.
Kim Bowie. Okay. Lori Hernandez or Bridget Sloan?
Oh,
I'm going Lori.
Bridget.
Really? Okay, Michaela, you're the tiebreaker.
Hey, Oscar. And
Hi.
oh, this is a hard one. They're both are really good at.
I'm going Lori.
Lori is really good, but Bridget
Who taught you more stuff that you didn't know?
Lori. Because I didn't know. I knew everything Bridget knows.
Lori always says, "Watch the ankles for nerves," right?
Yeah. And also, Lori will give you like so much like meme talk. You know what I mean? She's talking memes, and I really appreciate that because I talk in memes. So I'm going Lori because
Bridget too long because it's her birthday. So
is it really?
Happy birthday, Bridget.
Yeah, you win this one, Bridge, I guess. Like kind of like you won that world title. Okay. This is that young man with the deep voice that does the NCAAs, and then this is Dick Ingberg.
Who is Dick Ingberg?
I don't fucking know. But I do know that the young man with the deep voice.
Commentator with Kathy Rigby.
Yeah, but this Jonathan Ross Jr. That's his name. Yeah. Oh shit, I picked him.
How did you make this list?
I looked up gymnastics commentators and I found the pictures.
Work. Thank you for doing that.
Justin Spring.
Justin Spring.
Who's the first guy?
Hold on. I will tell you. That is Lerner. Something Lerner.
What was he on NBC?
Who knows? I'm going Justin Spring. Yeah.
I think I have to.
Okay. Ollie Hogbin or this other man?
Who's the other man?
Oh my gosh. You asked too much of me. Okay, this is Don Crikey. It's Don Crikey.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
Ollie Hogbin, you know who Ollie Hogbin is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I wanted to vote for someone else.
Wow, you don't like Ollie?
Maybe.
I love Ollie.
Ollie has me blocked.
Oh, that sucks.
Tasha wins.
Tasha, okay. Oh, this is Liz. This is Liz from the Australian.
Oh, Liz is clearing. I'm sorry.
That's Liz from the
Liz
Australian.
Chechevich?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, okay, Liz. Sorry, Tasha. I tried.
Oh, Troutwig or this other man.
The other man.
This other man.
This
The other
other man.
man.
This other man is Ernie Afghanis.
The other man.
Okay.
Damn, Tasha would have beaten any of these other guys.
Okay, this is oh, what's her name? This is this is Lori Strong or the Terry Gannon.
I've never heard Lori Strong, or never knew I was listening to her. But I'll
Yeah.
pick Lori.
Over Terry?
Yeah.
Michaela?
I'm going Terry.
I'm going
That's
Terry
right, you
too.
like Terry, I forgot.
I don't mind Terry.
I like Terry actually a lot. So
Okay.
y'all don't leave Terry alone.
Ali Raisman or Fabian Habuchin?
Ali Raisman.
Damn, I'm that old that Fabian is a commentator now. Okay, yeah. Ali.
And a drag queen.
And a drag queen. Okay.
Have you not seen Victoria Mad?
I have not.
We'll watch Victoria Mad after this. After do this. So Ali. Marzetta Frazier or Trinity Thomas?
Wow.
Ooh. I want to
Mars.
say Mars, yeah.
I'll go with Mars as well.
But Trinity is not bad.
No. Okay. This is
Oh my god.
her name is
Andrea.
Andrea Joyce.
Andrea versus the new black lady. The new Andrea. The black Andrea.
Yeah. The black Andrea. Yeah.
They both
Damn.
have different pros and cons.
Yeah.
I feel like the new girls, who I don't know her name, her con is just that like she works for NBC. It's nothing personal.
I feel like she will get the interview. Whereas Andrea will like kind of just put the mic in your face and make you do the Dougie.
Yeah, let's give it to the new girl.
Yeah.
But also Andrea, I didn't really realize that she was commentating all these other sports also.
She
She's like,
does.
Oh yeah, Andrea is a
big deal.
working girl. That's a working diva.
I work in Diva.
Andrea commentates everything.
Yeah, she
Any
does.
Olympic sport for them, Andrea is right there with a mic in somebody's face.
Yeah.
That's a paid working diva.
So should we go Andrea then?
I want to go on Andrea.
Me too. Gotta give it to Andrea. Okay. Blythe Lawrence or Tim Daggett.
Anybody other than Tim Daggett.
So okay, yeah, I like Blythe, and she's a friend of the show. Okay. All right. Okay. All Things Gymnastics girls or Alicia Sacramone?
Alicia Sacramone.
Alicia.
I'm gonna go with the All Things Gymnastics girls.
You've been outvoted, sir.
No, you have. I have been.
Many
Oh!
senses.
Elfie Schlegel or Kathy Johnson Clark?
Kathy Johnson Clark.
Kathy Johnson Clark, yes. Kim Bowie or Bridget Sloan?
Bridget Sloan.
Okay.
Where is Christine still? We're on round 2 and you put Christine still?
There's a whole nother side. Okay, Jonathan Ross Jr. or Justin Spring?
Justin Spring.
Jonathan Ross.
Jonathan Ross. Yeah, he's the low voice. I love him.
I've been outvoted.
Ollie Hogbin or Liz?
Liz.
No, Ollie.
Has Ollie ever commentated in Olympics?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this is what is his name?
The other guy or Terry.
Terry.
The other guy.
You've been outvoted.
You've been outvoted. Ali or Margzetta?
Marzetta.
Ah! Andrew Joyce or Blythe Lawrence?
Loki Andrea.
Oh my god. I was gonna go Blythe. Alicia or Kathy Johnson?
Kathy.
Hold
I
on.
love this game, Alex.
Bridget Sloan or Jonathan Ross Jr.? Jonathan Ross.
Bridget Sloan.
He only commentates NCAA?
Yeah.
She does both. She can do both. So her.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe he just hasn't had the opportunity.
Terry Gannon or Ollie?
Oh, this is like
Ah!
nightmare blunt rotation.
Ollie.
Terry.
Ollie.
Yes! Ollie supremacy! Mars or Andrea? Mars.
Ah!
Ah, Andrea.
Mars.
I gotta give it to the diva.
Mars.
Andrea is a diva, but I've literally never heard her say anything about gymnastics, like anything technical.
Where's that at?
And Mars is just starting. I feel like she's just getting started. I'm gonna give it to Andrea.
Oh, Mark said I tried. Okay, Bridget or Kathy Johnson?
Kathy.
Kathy. All right. Ollie or Andrea? Ollie.
Andrea.
Oh my God. Ollie, I tried. Oh, okay. Andrea or Kathy? Kathy.
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 Yeah.
All right. Side 2. Nastia Lukin or
Oh my God, we're Ashley Miles. Is that who that is?
Nastia.
Ashley Mouse.
Nastia.
Ashley
That's
Mouse.
really hard.
Ashley Mouse. Ashley Mouse. Yeah. That was God telling you no, Nastia. Ashley Mouse. Ashley Mouse great.
I'm gonna give it to Nastia.
Ah! Okay, this young lady or Casey Magnesium.
Who?
He commentates for Cal.
And we just don't know who she is.
I forget her name. She's on the LSU one. She commentates for LSU.
Support women.
No, support Casey. He supports us.
Okay, Casey.
Casey Magnesium on Twitter. All right.
I just support Casey because of the cast. That's my
this okay. He was
is on Jim Casty.
He's been on Progressive a few times.
Okay.
He still works for them, I think.
Is Mitch Fenner or Liv Karras? Mitch.
Liv.
Oh God.
Mitch.
Is
Liv.
Mitch the older one or the younger one?
He's the older one. He's the guy that he died. But he was
Wait.
Was he
Okay, I'm so
abusive?
sorry. I'm so sorry, Liv. I didn't know who the hell I was talking about.
The goat.
BBC.
Yeah, it's Mitch. Yeah.
BBC, but he's not the best at BBC. Mitch.
No, he passed. He was the best when he was there.
Well, did he overlap with Christine like in '96 or something?
A couple, yeah, he did. Yeah, for a while.
Okay.
I love Mitch. He's the goat.
But he's not Craig Heap and he's not Matt Baker or whatever.
Craig Heap and Matt Baker suck.
Yeah, but one is a little worse than the other. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, Craig sucks.
Okay, clean sweep to this guy. What's his name?
Yeah,
Mitch?
Mitch Fenner. Okay. Oh. Kennedy Baker or
Kennedy Baker.
Yeah, Kennedy Baker.
Mark Connor.
I voted.
I don't like. Yeah, it's unfortunate how you put this
matchups. Diddy Bro or Monica Phelps?
Monica Phelps.
Oh, Anastasia Webb or Beth Tweddle?
This is Beth Tweddle.
Beth Tweddle. Yeah. Oh, Jamie Ackerman, who she was the Georgia lady who would scream into the mic. All you hear is this. And then Nadia Comaneci.
Nadia.
Jamie. Oh.
I would love Nadia to commentate some meets.
Okay, so Amanda Borden or this young man?
Amanda's great. I don't know who that guy is.
Me either. Oh, this is Cheryl Orchard or Craig Heap.
Who is Carol again?
Cheryl Orchard. She's a commentator. She commentated for a while. She's the voice.
What network?
Oh, girl, I couldn't tell you. This Canadian network. Cheryl Orchard. She does a lot of. She's the in-house arena person now.
I'm gonna choose her. I don't like this guy.
That's Craig Heap.
Yeah, he has a slew of allegations against him.
Yeah. Jess Graba, and I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know whoever that is.
So Jess Graba?
No, that's.
I don't know whoever.
I don't know who that is.
Jess Graba is Suni's coach.
No, I'm saying I'm picking the other person.
Oh, okay. Oh, Janae Honest and Evan Hader. I love Evan. Evan.
Is Evan
Yeah.
an NCAA guy?
Yeah,
Janae.
Evan.
Evan. He loves us. We met him. Oh, this is the other guy that commentates, or Sam Pesek. I'm going Sam.
Sam.
I think his name is Sam too.
Sam is really good, actually, surprisingly.
Oh, we hate him. That is that motherfucker. He touched Janae. Him.
UCLA guy or
Or Christina Chauvenet.
Christina.
Yeah. Oh, there she is. Christine or the other guy.
Is
Christine.
that John
Sure.
Roethlisberger?
No, that's not John Roethlisberger. That's the other BBC guy.
Oh, Matt Baker, maybe?
That's Matt Baker. Yeah, Matt Baker.
Christine. Still.
Christine.
Oh, Christine, you might win this one.
This is Tim Daggett's son, or I don't know her.
Kat
Tim Daggett's son.
Danson's daughter.
Tim Daggett's son. Tim Daggett's son. He's so good. He's so good. He's much better than father. John Roethlisberger, or I don't know who that guy is. I forget.
John.
I guess
John.
That was John Tesh.
Wait.
That was John Tesh. That was John Tesh. That was John
There we
Tesh.
go. Yes, that's John Tesh. Like, that's
Who is John Tesh?
He commentated. He was the original
Oh shit.
Al Trackway. He commentated the '96 Olympics with them people,
Shit.
and then he retired after '96, and then they hired Al for.
Okay.
So Nastia or Casey?
Nastia.
Nastia.
Ugh, I guess. Matchup mode. Okay, yeah. So Nastia. Okay. Okay, Mitch Penner or Kennedy Baker?
Mitch.
They're both good.
Monica Phelps or Beth Tweddle?
Monica.
Nautica Manich or Amanda Borden?
Amanda Borden.
I'm not voting.
Carol Cheryl or I don't know her.
Carol.
Evan or Sam?
Sam.
Evan.
I don't know this guy. So Sam, I'm sorry.
Wow. Oh, okay. Christine or Christina?
Christine.
Okay. Tim Daggett's
John
son.
Roethlisberger.
Tim Daggett's son.
Where's Shannon Miller?
Who knows?
John Roethlisberger.
No, we already voted her out. She voted her out in the other round. You were here for that.
John
I
Roethlisberger.
wasn't.
Tim Daggett's son.
I don't know this guy, so it has to.
It's Tim Daggett's son.
Tim Daggett's son.
Yes. Eliminate that hoe.
Hey.
Mitch Penner or Nastia Lukin? Mitch.
Nastia.
Mitch.
I feel like if Mitch, we would all recognize his voice. He's had iconic commentary.
Yeah. Thank you. Goddamn. Monica Phelps or Amanda Borden?
Monica.
Damn. Carol Cheryl or Sam Pesek? Carol.
Sam.
I can't place Carol's voice, but I feel like she also is just like, we all know her voice, you know?
Yeah. She's the in-house arena voice.
It's got to be Carol then.
Yeah, thank you. Eliminate her, yes. Christine or Tim Daggett's son? Christine. Mitch Fenner or Monica Phelps? Oh, that's a good one. Oh, shit. Mitch.
They would let each other have it sometimes. I'm going to go with Monica.
I'm going to go with Mitch.
Yes! Christine
I
or
thought she
Cheryl?
might win. Christine.
Christine. Christine or Mitch? Ooh! Ooh, girl!
That's her like mentor.
Yeah, I'm with Mitch.
Christine.
What about you, Oscar?
Christine.
Ah! R.I.P. Mitch. All
I
right,
want
here
it
we
to be,
go.
it should be Christine versus Monica.
Christine or Kathy Johnson Clark?
Christine.
Oh shit.
You
Kathy.
said Chris. You said
Kathy.
Chris.
Kathy.
Oh shit.
That's mother. Kathy.
Hold on, I'm gonna let the audience. Nisha, everybody, if you in the chat, put a name before I say an answer because I can't decide. I need help. I need some influence. Oscar, I mean not Oscar.
I mean,
Nisha,
what came out of your mouth?
I was gonna say Christine before I realized who the hell she was up against, and then I had to shut up. Woo! Honestly, I do think they have different styles of commentating.
Yeah.
Kathy is more motherly in commentation word. And in her commentating, she's more
Maybe she's empathetic.
whereas
But Christine is mother when Alice is on the screen.
Of course, but Chrissy, she don't mind dragging the girl.
No,
she don't mind. She don't mind telling you, oh yeah, that was not a perfect lead. She don't mind telling you, well, the judges have to use their discretions. We're evaluating this green lead because, like, I love them both for different reasons. I'm gonna go with Christine.
I'm going with Kathy. And you voted Christine, right, Oscar?
Definitely Christine. But I think Kathy, I think Kathy can get critical too at times when it's necessary.
So who are you voting?
Christine.
So Christine is our overall winner.
She's the most MVP.
There you go. Christine wins.
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Thanks for setting that up.
Yeah, thank you. It took forever.
That was extra fun, you all. I think this is a good place to end the show for today, especially if we're going to do another show tomorrow. And I have to go to work tonight, so I'm going to cook dinner and take a nap. Oscar, are you going to join us for the show tomorrow?
Oh yeah, I would love to. Is that the show after the town hall?
So we're gonna watch Wicked beforehand.
We're gonna watch Wicked beforehand if you want to, because I never seen Wicked before, so we're gonna watch Wicked. Then we're gonna do the town hall and be depressed, and then we're gonna. I have another game for us to play tomorrow. The game I want us to play tomorrow is I want us to redo the same game that we did last week, but I want to use 7 people because it's an all-stars, and you can use any active gymnast. The only rule is they just have to have competed this year and gotten a score this year.
Just send me your picks so I can find all the videos and put it together.
Why? That sounds fun. Okay, I'll think about it. Why wasn't the president of Fisk was in the video you were watching today, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what was that video again?
She was addressing why they're eliminating the program.
And why was it not why was it like a one-time thing? Why wouldn't they want people to be able to rewatch it?
Because they don't want people to know that we literally that video is in public. We literally
it wasn't public?
No, we snuck into the Zoom meeting.
Oh gosh. Okay. So why do you think she wasn't at the town hall meeting last week? And why do you think she'll be there tomorrow?
No. She's not a team player. She doesn't want it. Because she's raising money on her own.
So do you think it's gonna? If she showed up at a town hall, people would be.
We're removing her.
People could be nasty to her, right?
We're removing her.
I'm just expecting there to be more conflict.
There is. We're removing her.
Okay. Like, do you remember at the last town hall that gymnast that entered later? How she took the time to really push back on things that she didn't like, along with the other teammates. I'm expecting more of that now that this announcement has
Yeah,
been made, right?
it's about how it's gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna be behind the scenes just working the stream itself because last time was abhorrent, so I'm gonna be taking over for them. But yeah, I mean we're gonna have great panelists and we're gonna yeah.
And I want to openly invite Darren from Brown Girls Do Gymnastics. I want to keep saying Brown Girl Loves Gymnastics. I'm so sorry. Brown Girls Do Gymnastics to come on the show because I don't want people to act like it's her fault. I'm not
No.
trying to blame her or Brown Girls. They're doing the best that they can. It's these schools.
Yeah.
And I really want her to come on and be able to tell her side because I really feel like she's getting the short end of the stick.
And she's worked so hard.
I really feel like schools keep sitting up here talking about some. We didn't know we needed this, and we didn't know. Well, I mean, you can put two to two together. You keep saying y'all didn't know y'all needed this, and they started the program. Who didn't tell y'all? So I'm tired of this lady getting thrown under the bus. I'm tired of these schools acting like she didn't know what the fuck she was doing. Like, this is the open invitation for her to come on and tell her side of the story because these schools
are doing right by them.
They're really not.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
Anyway, y'all, where can they find you, Oscar?
You can find me at Gymnastics Saves Lives. Thank you.
Michaela?
Y'all know where to find me at, bitch.
You can find me on here on Twitter. You can find me in the trap. It's going down. You can find me.
What's the schedule for tomorrow?
So it's gonna be like at maybe 2 p.m. Central.
That's cool. That's cool.
2 p.m.
How
Eastern.
long is Wicked?
2.5 hours.
Oh my God!
2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
Okay.
No one more. It's so wicked. Please.
And when is the
Like
meeting start?
7:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
And you think you'll do a show after
Yes,
as well, or just before to
afterwards.
watch Wicked?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a debrief.
We're gonna be on for a while tomorrow. It's gonna be one of those fact talks.
Okay.
Exciting.
And I want to find the show 4400 because now that I'm really, I love that show and I've really been interested. And I really want to relive that. I know. Addis have his show with Catherine called
Flips and Fairy Tales.
Flips and Fairy Tales. I really wish I would play this on Flips and Fairy Tales. It would be a very good show.
So we have we chose 2 other shows because Once Upon a Time is like 6 seasons, and Make It or Break is only like 3, and Troll Hunters is only like 2, and then Babylon 5 is like 3. So that.
What is 4400 about?
Oh my gosh! It's Addis. Well, no, that's too long. Let me find a brief. Okay, so the 4400 is one of my favorite TV shows that is like a hidden piece of damn sci-fi nerd gem that it wasn't a very popular show, but the people who loved it loved the fuck out of this show. But the Sci-Fi Network tried the fuck out of our asses and canceled it 2 seasons in because just like Fist Gymnastics, it wasn't making any money for them, even though it was very critically acclaimed and winning all kind of awards and shit. But okay. So the premise of the show is it's an asteroid, and scientists and stuff are just studying the asteroid, right? Then they realize the asteroid shifts directions in a way that's so unnatural, and it's speeding towards Earth, right? So they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" So then they send like nuclear bombs over there to blow up the asteroid or whatever. And none of that shit is working, right? So then they were like, oh shit, like this big ass asteroid is fair to fucking smash into the planet, right? So then as it gets closer to Earth and they can see what it is, they realize it's just a big ass ball of energy. And as it's getting closer to Earth, it's getting smaller actually. So they're like, what the fuck is going on? We're going to get invaded by aliens. Like, the fuck? So then it goes to this lake in the middle of nowhere and drops off 4,400 people. Now, the 4,400 people that it drops off have been people that has been missing throughout time, right? So they could have been missing this year. They could have been missing in the 1800s. They just random people that have been missing throughout time, right? And they have
But not like famous
No.
people, like Amelia Earhart.
No.
Right? Amelia!
So I mean, they could have went that way if they would have gave the show more time, but so the people come back and they don't know what happened. All they know is they just woke up and they're in this time that they're in now, right? So
Does the audience know how they got
not
there?
at first. So they're trying to figure out what the hell happened, why did the aliens kidnap the people? Because at first they think it's aliens, right? So then slowly over the show time, they realize that the people that came back are starting to develop superpowers, right? And can do different things, have different abilities, right? So then the government, then it turns from like an alien shit to like an X-Men type shit where the government is trying to stop the people who have the powers. So you have the
Like just imprison them or stop them from doing something?
like, you know, because at first, before they realized the people had the powers, the people, the citizens, wanted the people to go free and go back to their families. Then when when they realized the people had powers, now the government want to trap all the people and put them back in concentration camps and shit like that, right? So once the people start developing powers, some people was good, some people were bad. Some people was like, fuck it, it's my chance. I'm finna rob a bank, or I'm finna do all this evil shit or whatever, right? So season 1 was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Right.
So then they realized it wasn't aliens, it was people in the future who was kidnapping important people in the past, giving them powers and bringing them back to 2002, because that was the time the show came out, to prevent the human race from destroying itself from some future unknown danger, right? So then season 2 was like, okay, what the hell is this future unknown danger? Like, what the fuck is going on? So the people were still having powers. It was a cult developed. It was just everything. It was just the layers upon layers of shit they kept adding to this show. Then I realized during research while trying to find the show, the CW fucking tried to bring this show back in during the pandemic, but it got canceled before it aired because it was so stupid. So,
Michaela, did you like that show Lost?
I hated that show.
I liked it season 2, 3, and 4. I did not like season 1 or the season finale or the final season.
Okay. And so your show addicts is about watching any type of television?
No, so we're doing Flips and Fairy Tales. It was Make It or Break It, because Flips, and then Once Upon a Time, Fairy Tales, and after that we're going to be watching Once Upon a Time and Troll Hunters, and then Babylon 5.
But the 4400 is Fairy Tales too, so it fits well.
Yeah, so we'll do that after we watch all those shows. It's like, since Once Upon a Time is like 6 seasons, we're gonna watch Once Upon a Time, and since like Make It or Break It isn't that long, that's why we added Troll Hunters, and then with Babylon 5, it should be like it'll like sync up. It should end like at the same time. But then we watch the 4400.
Did you finish Make It or Break It?
Not yet. We're on the. We have to watch the fifth episode next
of the first season.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And Michaela, are you watching
Charmed? Do y'all like Charmed?
I love Charmed.
I like Charmed. It's not like my favorite, but I have friends who that's their favorite.
It's one of my favorite shows. Yeah, I love Charmed. I hate the reboot sucked.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask. Has anybody ever saw the reboot? Because
the reboot sucks.
It was horrible. It was fucking horrible.
You know what it should have been?
Were there years off in between?
Yeah, like 10, 20 years. But the reboot should have been myself, Becky G, and Tyler Posey. Yeah.
Who was it?
It was random girls. I don't know. Becky G can act. Becky G can act. She was a Yellow Ranger and she ate that part down boots. Like, I think she can act.
The reboot should have just been Chris Wyatt and find him a sister.
No. Fuck, I don't like the actor that is Wyatt.
What about Tyler Perry?
Hell, fuck no.
What's the name of that actress?
Lana had 3 daughters, and they became the charm one. I don't know. Shannon Doherty died, didn't she?
She did.
Yeah, she died from cancer.
Yeah, she did.
So there's no hope to have Prue back on the show.
No, unless they do like
CGI.
CGI.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Well, hell, first of all, fucking Alyssa Milano, the lady who played Paige, ate each other down. So it's just never gonna happen.
What was her name?
Rose McGowan.
That one.
No, the other one, Melissa.
Phoebe.
The other one. Yeah, I guess. She looks a lot like the actress Neve Campbell, but that's not her name.
You mean the other sister?
Yeah, the one who's not Shannon and
Oh,
not Rose and not Alyssa.
Piper Halliwell. That is
Holly Marie Combs.
Yeah. Holly Marie Combs. Yeah. Holly Marie Combs. Yeah, that's her name.
She was in Make It or Break It, wasn't she?
No.
Oh, but she
was in Secret Life, so the American Teenager.
Oh, and maybe she was also on Pretty Little Liars.
No, yeah, that's what she's on. It's Pretty Little Liars. It's Pretty Little Liars. That's right. She was one of their moms. She was the main girl's mom, right?
The one who was like in love with her teacher.
Yeah. The main girl. Yeah, the main girl. Yeah. Well, all right, y'all.
All right, y'all. This was fun.
This had it all. This had tier lists. This had anger. This had homosexuality.
When are we gonna have Christine Still on the show?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
To give her her awards.
I mean, I would much rather have Alice Kinsella on.
That too.
Her pregnant ass, please. I would love that.
Maybe she can host the Jimmys this year.
We're not doing the Jimmys. We're not doing that.
No.
Fuck the Jimmys.
Why? I thought you loved that.
No, because you bitches paid to dust. That's why there's no Jimmys. I worked my ass off.
I watched it.
I worked my ass off. I animated that damn Olympic mascot with Catherine's voice, and people paid to dust. Fuck the Jimmys.
Well, I mean, you didn't have Michaela Loves Gymnastics last year. Maybe if we do it again.
We did do one at the beginning of the year, though. We did do one for New Year's. We did do one. Yeah.
Imagine Christine Still and Alice hosting the
They
Jimmys.
would never. I'm just very bitter about it because like I put my whole pussy into that. I really did. I put my entire pussy into that, clitoris and all.
Did you pop it extra hard?
I popped that thing. Okay. But we can think about it because we do need to do an NCAA one for this year. But I did. If you want to watch the Jimmys for the elite season of last year, they're on my. They're not. They got copyright stricken. We'll watch them someday. But it was our New Year's show. It's on my
the vaults.
No, I think that was actually on my YouTube. Actually, it should be on there, or it's here on YouTube, on Twitter. But yeah, we did a Jimmy's. It was very fast. You know, I did the awards and we just went through it. But yeah, we did that one. Yeah. I'll think about it because we have to do polls. Go ahead. We need to do polls. We need to do in categories and all that. I gotta figure out what the theme's gonna be for this year if we're gonna do one. And I just we'll think about it. So,
Are the Jimmys?
Is
it public vote?
How about this at it? Okay, I do want to do one, but we don't have to make it so big. We don't have to make it to the extreme at it. Let's do one for the Asian Continental Championships instead of doing like the All-Star things. Let's just do a Jimmy's like. Because
we have to rewatch that. Yo me cansé.
Okay, fine then. Okay, fine. Fine.
It would have to be an All-Star. So
Fine,
we would have to
Everybody
wait
was
until
like-
African Championships is over.
Fuck African championships.
But
But
any more, bitch?
I mean, she's the African champion, bitch. Give her all the awards and call it a day. So
Let's wait until after Worlds.
no, what I was gonna say is I know we played the game last week about the all-star people, but for tomorrow or for a future show, maybe not tomorrow, but well, yeah, for tomorrow, everybody have their all-stars. I want 10 gymnasts per country. Like
It's 7, bitch.
oh yes, that's what I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, friends. So sorry. 7 people.
So I need your so I need your picks by tonight.
It's gonna be my same 5 for every team. Just added 2 more
Let's
people.
just do
to it.
5. Let's do 5.
But we did that
Okay,
already.
5.
Well, yeah, but we have to use any score, like using Catherine's score tracker, because I felt very stupid.
Yeah, because it would be different if you could use. Because I would pick different teams if I could use any scorers.
I felt very stupid last time. When you were like, oh, we only so many scores. I'm like, oh, shit.
So you can use the scores from the Woga Cup.
Whatever it is. If it's on the
It
score
has
tracker,
to be this year.
yeah.
Even NCAA's, if you can translate it to elite, like
Russian Cup.
yeah. Addis can choose not to use the Russians if you want to. I am.
If they competed Europeans.
Why does Russia not send a team to Asian Championships?
Because they don't want to lose an allocation spot. If Russia goes to Asian Championships, they don't give another allocation spot. That means that the Asian countries then lose out on those allocation spots.
Yeah, and the Asian countries don't want Russia there because they know Russia would just eat spots away from everybody else. So
That makes sense to me, but the allocation spots thing is still a bit confusing. Are you able to explain it anymore?
Allocation spots are basically spots that qualify to the Worlds, to the Olympics.
So explain
So,
they're
for
taking
example-
spots away from other countries or what?
Yes. These are the,
well, okay, it would be like this. Is what it would be instead of Russia, because if Russia's allowed to go for Worlds this year, well, I don't think this year would count. It would be next year when it's a team world. When Russia's allowed to go to the team worlds next year as a neutral country, they're competing with the European people for spots, right? So they're competing in the European systems for the spots, right? If they change
qualify the Worlds next year.
Do you qualify teams from Euros? I thought it's just individuals.
You can qualify the Worlds next year as a team, but you don't have to qualify to Worlds this year, which is why everybody sends everybody this year.
Correct. So if they qualify to the Olympics as a team, it would be under the European quota, right? So when it comes to the individuals or whatever, right? When all the teams are announced, right? And they give out the individual allotment, the Asian countries, they need more of the individual allotments because other than Japan and China, they have no real strong teams that really are. Maybe South Korea. Maybe
not Philippines.
Maybe North Korea.
Maybe North Korea.
But they don't have that many teams that can qualify whole teams through Worlds. So they have a lot of individual spots. If they had Russia over there in Asia, that would be another whole team that would take away from individual spots.
Yeah.
I'm not grasping it fully, but thanks for explaining.
It's one of those things. It's just bureaucracy. It's bureaucracy. And it's a process.
But it also sounds like they're being kind of selfless.
So, no. So Russia eligible for it. So okay. It is up to the discretion of the IOC if they accept it or not.
This is my answer to this question. This is why I believe the Russians are competing. Yes, they are eligible, but the person who's ahead, Vladimir Putin's girlfriend, just haven't given them the okay to start competing. But she's just the only person that's stopping them from competing. If she changes her mind at any moment in time, they can compete.
Yeah.
So maybe this year, because it's not a team world, they don't give a damn. By next year, we'll see. But they have been approved to compete as a neutral country, yes.
So that means
Some
they
of them- some
cannot
of
win a
them.
team medal.
Well, it's not a Team Worlds.
They can't put up a team score in 2026.
They can.
As a neutral country, they just can't represent Russia. It's the same
Oh,
thing.
I
Like
thought
they
it
said-
was because they're individual athletes. They can go, but they can't qualify. They can't put up a team score.
I mean, Russia competed as the neutral athletes in Tokyo.
Good point.
Yeah.
I thought it was different somehow, but I guess it's not.
No. All right. 2 hours and a half.
Yeah,
Final
we're
thought.
good. Bye, everybody. That's the final thoughts. We'll see y'all tomorrow. See y'all. Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.